Thank you so much, Doctor, for joining me on this wonderful interview. I know you've had, sessions and you've actually spoke a lot about fintech, and I know a lot of thought-provoking things came from there. But before we go into that, can you tell me about yourself and where you work?
Okay, thank you so much for having me here. I am Dr. FARRUKH HABIB, and I am based in Dubai. I'm the co-founder of Alif Technologies company and another co-founder of Sharia Experts in London. And my focus area is Islamic fintech and particularly at AI and blockchain.
I think I heard a rumor saying that you are being called the crypto sheikh. Is that true?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
people basically ask me about it, but you know that what I feel is that crypto is something, although like there is a hype surrounding it, there are so many failures in the crypto world, but at the same time, I see it as a technological advancement, and I see even the industrial revolution 4.0 is being driven by AI and blockchain.
Yeah.
So because of that, I think that crypto is will be part of it, you like it or not.
Absolutely. So it means that every one of us need to, start thinking about all these things. Thank you so much for that. Good. So before we delve into, other questions, this is an important question. When you saw the letter saying you'll be speaking in the conference, and you saw the theme of the conference to be towards just transition, what went through your mind?
I think that this has been a struggle for Islamic finance, to be very frank. The problem is 40 years back when we started Islamic finance, we had a vision that, okay, this will be a just alternative to the conventional system, financial system. But unfortunately, what happened is like we went into a debate of being Sharia based and Sharia compliant. So we went to the Sharia compliant route where we were just saying that, okay, like we will just remove some of the prohibitions from the from the Islamic law in the finance, and then we are okay. But now the problem is like when we are taking that route is temporary, okay, as a transition period, but as a long-term strategy, it will not work. It will not give you the fruits of what we were expecting. So even now, as you can see that like we are talking about Islamic social finance, Islamic green finance also. So why social, green, these adjectives are there? Although like they should not be there in the first place. Why? Because Islamic is already good enough for us. It's a comprehensive terminology. Being Islamic means that like you are encompassing everything which Sharia gives us.
Yeah.
But then what happened is like because we did not go to that route. So that's why we are now struggling and trying to basically go back to the basic of Sharia towards a just financial system, meaning that Sharia is about justice, fairness. So we actually want to see that this feature of Sharia is embedded with all the Islamic financial products and services.
I think this perspective is a little bit different. Well, I would like you to, just take a look at what other people say. The other speakers, they were looking at this from the perspective of moving from, the conventional financing to Islamic financing. Number one. Some are looking from the aspect of the fossil, moving from the fossil to the green. So, and some are looking at it from, the gender equality. So I was like, different perspective to this thing. And I love the perspective you've given now. So a follow-up question will come saying, a lot of people have seen crypto, decentralized finance as something that is destructive. But from your own view, because I know you've written a lot of books, you've done a lot of presentation. What do you think? Is that a conception that we need to follow, or we need to shape our minds in one way or the other? What do you think about that
I think
conception?
that this phenomena is a technological advancement, so we have to take it seriously. Although like there is a hype surrounding cryptos, but that is again a temporary phenomena. So it will go away, it will fade away, and what we are left with in the future is basically the technology and the usage of it.
Yeah.
And as you know that like other countries are already keenly looking into it. For example, UAE, So we have in the UAE, we have virtual, in Dubai particularly, VARA, which is Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority. So they have a specific authority, regulatory authority for crypto assets. And if you look at all the advanced countries, for example, and nations, they are keenly looking into it. US, Canada, Australia, Russia, all of them. So so why I feel that like where we are in Muslim majority countries or Muslim world as a whole, why we are just confined towards and focusing only on the scams and frauds, why we cannot look at it from a very technological advancement perspective and take it seriously for ourselves. Now, let me just give you an example that even there is a debate in Sharia that your like national fiat currency is not Sharia compliant, okay? Like US dollar. So there is a debate in fiqh, right? Now, my perspective is like if we have a problem with the fiat money, then why can't we just create our own money with this phenomena? Now, this phenomena has given us the power to do that. And Satoshi Nakamoto has done the same, the founder of Bitcoin. So what he did actually, he just created a money and gave it to people. Right now, if you look at the price of Bitcoin is $30,000 almost, right? Which, what does it mean? It means that like now the value of this unit of the system is that much high that like people are willing to pay $30,000 for one unit. So he has given us a way to do that. Yeah. So why we are not using it?
Yeah, so I think, I mean, the Muslims need to, I mean, think wider, brother, and make sure that we take advantage of this technological advancement. I mean, it's wonderful, but you know, like you said, looking at the issue of the Sharia, you know, we have different perspective, and now trickling it down to our own locality is an issue. So, what advice will you give the Sharia experts that we have in our own country, Nigeria? How can they internalize this? I mean, learn about it, and also, I mean, now use it in terms of, I mean, giving fatwas to any, I mean, you know, crypto, or let's say the decentralized finance product that we have.
So we have to understand that we cannot separate blockchain and crypto, because how blockchain works is basically on tokens. Whether you call them cryptos, whether you want to call them some tokens, digital assets, whatever it is. So we have to understand that, because the problem is that our Sharia fraternity and also our Islamic financial experts, with all due respect, they have to understand the technology also. And it doesn't mean that like you have to have the superficial information or you have to be a developer of blockchain, but you have to understand that how it works and what are the loopholes in it maybe. For example, when you are creating a product on it. So I think that we have to equip ourselves, and this is personally my journey was basically somebody was asking me that like, you are a Sharia scholar, how come you went into crypto and technology? So it's basically that like you have to be forward looking, and you also have to focus on things which are coming in your way. The challenge basically the crypto phenomena and blockchain has posed on us is that like we have to understand this technology. Even for our respected Sharia scholars, they have to basically be forward looking, and they have to understand this technology. If they don't understand it, then they will be confused, and also they will not have a proper justification that why their Sharia opinion is valid. For example, I have seen so many fatwas about cryptos. Unfortunately, most of them are based on superficial information, unfortunately. And why it is that is because like they have been delusionized by journalism, because you know that like in news, what is, if a news is thrilling, then of course like it will be a news. Why? That okay, somebody has become rich overnight, or somebody has lost his all money, millions of dollars in crypto. So they only judge uh, this phenomena on the basis of these news. So I think this is not a correct way of analyzing this. So for me also personally, when I found that okay, this phenomena can be used for the good and for promoting Islamic finance, then I found it that it is very, very good. For example, I am involved in a crypto project right now, which is about decentralized crypto native murabaha platform. So we are trying to create a decentralized crypto native murabaha, and previously I have also done pure mudaraba and musharaka products on crypto, which means that Islamic banks, traditional Islamic banks, are saying that like it's too difficult to do a mudaraba and musharaka due to regulations, due
Yes,
to there is no
yes.
demand, there is so much risk. But for us in crypto, it's like a clean slate, and then we can write a pure fiqhi, whatever we want. So for a pure fiqhi mudaraba and musharaka can be
Yes,
done in
yeah,
crypto.
yeah. I think that's wonderful, and a lot of things that you have been able to touch on. I believe that that will give, I mean, the upcoming sheikhs and our sheikh right here that there's also opportunity, because we need to see it from the opportunity side, not just, I mean, saying that this was not done, this not done. I'm really happy you bringing that perspective. So thank you so much,
Thank you.
Doctor, for this. And we really appreciate you
Jazakallah
coming for
khair.
this
Thank you so
conference.
much.
Thank you
It's a
so much.
pleasure.
Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.